Site-314, we are back. Had to take a week off due to unplanned disaster last week. Not that this matters if you're watching on YouTube. Speaking of, you can already, if you're watching this, you're already on the channel I post on. Tempest, where can you be found?
Tempest Angel on TikTok, Tempest Angel Gaming on Twitch.
Alright, Deadweight, do you have any socials?
No.
Alright, now to remember, is this... Okay, real! Like,
That's me!
One of those icons is real, one of them is Knock Knock, and I keep forgetting which one's which.
That's me!
We're matching. Ew.
Ew, gross.
Romance. Ew. Alright,
you can anyway, you can find me at Dr. Alexander Rio on TikTok.
Alright, knock knock.
And that's it.
1 second, guys.
Alright, Nez.
I am on TikTok. Haven't posted in ages, but if you scroll back on @Nezra_far enough, you might actually find Deadweight on there.
Oh yeah, you will.
Yeah. When I was like 15, he was 12.
Alright, knock knock, you ready?
Yes, I'm now ready. I am Knock Knock WHTH on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you use social media.
Alright, who wants to recap 2 weeks ago?
Wasn't that day?
Day broke. It
Yeah.
broke, all of it.
We saw Marvin, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a version of Marvin.
Love Marvin.
You got him while he was taking a break.
Yeah.
What? Tempest learned about Avatar.
Oh god. Has Tempest caught up on Avatar since?
So I have kind of a link where like Tempest can feed electrical circuits, and the brain is just an electrical circuit. So he put the flash drive in his mouth, watched him all in his head.
Okay. It has been some time since the last mission. Alright, what is there anything anybody wants to do in the morning before you get your next assignment?
Dr. Real is in the cafeteria and he's looking over like an antique violin that he got from an antique shop that is not anomalous at all, but he's really certain it is.
Oh lord.
Okay.
Can I ask why he thinks it's anomalous?
Oh, it's just like old and spooky.
Tempest is absolutely feeding into this idea. Like, yeah, no, it's definitely anomalous. For his
Yeah,
own
like
entertainment.
the shopkeep probably sold it to him by being like, stories say that this violin, the owner said this violin would play itself sometimes, and he was like,
Alright. Deadweight! Let's get your character introduced.
My guy's name is Henry. I really like that name. He's a daily wears security stuff. He's a sniper. What else do I want? What else do you want me to tell you?
What's he look like?
One quick second. Hold up. Sorry.
I made a hero forge for him.
Yeah, I gotta look at that.
ooh.
Wait, should I post that somewhere?
Yeah.
Where should I post it?
I'll show you, hold on.
Yeah. Currently looking at the sniper GIF that Nez posted. It will appear on stream.
That was when Real was describing some food choices.
Oh,
That
wait,
is-
what?
Oh, the
I added you.
Just
Wait,
I
scroll
make
up to
all-
something Red
I'm
Cat
really-
posted.
That's
I'm
right.
really
I make
sorry.
all
Where should I
very
put
good
the- where should I
choices.
put it?
Thank
Oh, reference art?
Yes.
No,
Real?
this video call has its own little chat bubble.
Oh, should I put them there?
Yeah. That way it'll show up on stream.
you. That's
Okay.
right.
Yes.
I make all very good life choices. Thank you.
No, you do
you
not.
Chat, drop in the comments if you think I make very good life choices.
Okay.
Don't
We got
do
you
it.
on stream.
Actively asking you to lie to him. Don't do it.
As his wife, I can assure you the answer is no, except for very rare cases.
Okay. Alright, so you show up on site. You've gone through human resources. You've gotten your assignment, your contract, all that stuff worked out. Which is currently being handled by the site director because they haven't found an HR head to up to the standards of their previous one.
And they never will.
You know, fucking World War II spy. All right. So the site director is Cerise. She has a pink lab coat, eyeball for a head with a pink iris and pink hair coming out the top of it. Which kind of sets the tone for what you could expect in the site.
That's neat. Should I talk to her? Or...
Oh, that was like the day before. You're here now,
Alright.
and it's just breakfast time, taking a table, and you happen to choose the table with these chuckle fucks. Including MTF
boy.
dude with wings,
Yes.
Yo, that's sick.
scientist dressed up like a wizard,
Well, he's dressed up with like a scientist, but he's got a wizard hat.
and then what color hair does Violet have?
Black hair, she's your stereotypical goth girl, just has a lab coat on.
Okay. And yep.
Yeah, but
And what did I can't remember your character's name.
Theodore, I believe.
Theo,
I think
okay.
so.
Yeah.
And Theo. Whether or not you want to already know Theo is up to you.
We can talk about that later if you'd like.
Yep.
Dear brother.
But yeah, like
Yep.
cafeteria is kind of crowded, but there's some empty seats at their table.
Hello. Wait, do I start?
Go for it.
Hello. Hey, can I sit here?
Wait. And Rio grabs like a handkerchief and like dusts off the chair and like positions it just so. And he's like, I can't disturb the fumes of this instrument too much.
Theo pinches
sorry,
through his nose.
Very fragile human. Very fragile.
Oh,
Gotta maintain
Thank
them.
you. I'm gonna sit down in the. Wait, hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
They're both insane. Don't worry about it.
What? No, Theo.
I mean, to be fair, before I learned about any of this, I would have called all of you insane. So
That's
That's fair enough.
fair.
I never had that experience, so
The one in
good
the
for you,
wi-
I guess.
Theo leans into Henry, puts his hand up like he's telling him a secret, and says at a totally normal volume, the one in the wizard hat's extra crazy.
that's a cool hat, man.
Hey, thank you. I got it from this little shop in a kingdom very far from here. A bear made it for me.
That's neat. I like look at him kind of confused, but not completely doubting.
Alternate plane.
site director's currently working through my paperwork. Wait, he is, right? Yes, she is.
She.
Yeah, she is, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's working through my paperwork. I don't really have anything to do right about now, except eat.
Oh yeah, no, the food's pretty good. Not as good as it used to be, but like it's fine.
Eh.
All right. After a few minutes, the rest of you would get texts that like the tracking of the next reality anchor is indicating it's going to be delivered in like half an hour.
Hey, new guy, you want to join us on an adventure?
Sure, why not? It's not like I have anything better to do, right?
You probably do, but you'll be fine.
No, I don't. I have not been given a single task. The director was kind of complaining that they don't have as good as HR anymore.
Ever since Gertrude went out. To be fair, Gertrude had some very big shoes to fill, literally and philosophically.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, the mission we're doing today is a volunteer basis, so I don't think you need to be fully processed in order to join us.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, if anybody wants to fill him in on what exactly the missions are like. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is Cerise, if it'll load.
Like, he's already been told about what the Foundation and anomalies are, and he's seen me, so like, yeah, he can see the flash drive from a hill of hand. Henry, a copy of it.
EPM job.
So basically,
Ooh. Locked up.
Okay,
does somebody-
Wi-Fi is really going.
Does someone else want to fill in dead weight?
Yeah. Sure. Plus, we gotta drop that. Okay, so you know how it's nice that this universe doesn't have everybody in it dead?
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I like living.
Great, so most of the ones that we're going to, all of the ones that we've gone to, pretty much, differ in that way. So our job is to go and put a reality anchor in those so that we can close little holes between ours so that they don't come, like, leak into here. But they don't leak here, we don't leak there, and everything's fine. You probably won't die. None of us have died yet, so it should be fine.
Well, that seems like a pretty good casualty rate.
Yeah,
more,
we've only done this like twice now, but still.
How long
more
has it been going?
accurately, you're trying to fill in the cracks between realities so the Scarlet King can't break through.
Yeah, that.
I punched that guy one time.
That's great, buddy.
See, I'm speaking above board. Real, for some reason, just says that unprompted.
Wait, real quick. Do I know who the Scarlet King is?
You haven't heard anybody mention it, but Real, for some reason, like, I punched that guy.
What guy?
Tempest has handed Henry a copy of the flash drive.
You know, I wouldn't be super surprised if Real still just occasionally hears like glimpses from beyond the board.
Yeah. Real's the only one that can actually hear me.
And he's just like, there's like, who are you talking to, buddy? He's like, oh, he wouldn't understand.
I'll pocket
I
the
get
flash
16?
drive for when I find someone to put it in later.
Oh, I'm still hand you his tablet a little bit.
All right, I'll unpocket it and put it in the tablet.
Okay. So for the next 20 minutes, you're just reading the mission briefing. Any questions you have, I will answer right now, as if I am the tablet.
Wait, so what's the mission?
All right. So, realities are stacked, and like alternate universes and all that shit. Something has fractured the stack, and the Scarlet King is trying to use that to just completely destroy all reality. So, the 06 administrator of the Foundation has tasked a variety of realities across the multiverse to go to realities that lost their foundation and set up a reality anchor to just like reinforce everything.
So to keep the bad shit that happened there in there.
Yep. There's also files on the Scarlet King himself.
I think I kind of remember who that was. It was like that really. Basically, if you went to a universe, there was jack shit you could do to stop him.
Yep. So he exists outside of the multiverse. And yeah, if not enough realities are reinforced, he will be able to destroy everything.
All right. That seems pretty necessary.
Yeah. Hopefully that is enough encouragement or motivation to join them on this mission.
Yeah, I'll join.
All right.
Do we usually bring in our big guns or?
Do you get the vibe that you're gonna need your big guns in this mission?
I mean, if everyone's dead, might as well.
All right then, bring big guns.
All right. So you're just hanging out until you get the notification that the package has arrived?
Yep.
All right. So the rest of you know where to go.
I'll just follow behind them.
All right. You go like 2 floors down from ground level and enter a lab. In the lab, there is, well, first off, the lab is sealed until, they unlock it. And inside, 2 major things. One, big wooden crate, and a very sickly D-class with, like, black ooze dripping from his orifices with a crowbar popping it open. And also, this weird, almost looks like a glass lightning bolt statue just in the middle of the room.
Alright. What's all this?
Now that's something special.
That's not an answer.
Rift to ultimate plane.
Oh, sick. So
Yeah,
we
and
go.
that box
So
is
we.
still down.
So how exactly do you plant an anchor?
Help me grab this.
Yeah, the D-class gets the top of the wooden crate open. You can see a much smaller, kind of, sort of portable reality anchor that's broken into 3 major chunks, and the D-class is getting one out and, like, strapping some straps on so he can carry it.
You click them together like Legos.
Oh, neat. That sounds fun.
It's an exaggeration, but
So,
wanted to say
do we
it.
need to put them in specific places in the universe, in those universes, or we just go in, put them, and leave?
Yeah,
There's
the
a
can't
specific
counter is in
spot.
the room.
Yeah.
We don't let Ivo hold on to that.
Time to look around to see if anyone else wants it. and then if not,
Yeah, the can't counter is just this handheld scanner, like measuring device.
Tempest will not let Dr. Real scan the violin with the can counter.
Gonna let him keep his delusion.
Dr. Real
Tempest
had
is
like
encouraging this.
Dr. Real was like sprinkling salt on it and had like a singing bowl out and like he's like, this is the old school way. They don't tell you about this in in the classes now.
For good reason.
All right, so the rest of you are used to seeing the rift. But the reason I say it's like a glass statue is, as you look at it, there doesn't seem to be a difference on the other side. It's just like if a pane of glass was in the room.
Wow. Wonder what fucked up this universe.
Like you walk around it and there is no difference in it from the room that you are currently standing in.
So,
Like,
who goes in first?
our side or in that side too?
Because, like, you look through it, and the lighting is the same, the objects are in the same place. You wouldn't know it's another universe if you hadn't already been through it a couple times.
Well, this time the lights are on. That's good.
Is it?
Question mark.
Is it question
It
Well,
mark?
better to
It
see
could
us
be an
with.
enemy seized facility.
Yeah. Tempest, make sure that
Alright, let's go.
your own person done, and he'll take a part of reality.
Okay, so the D class has one, Tempest has one. There's one more chunk of the reality anchor. By the way, the reality anchors are meant to be one use. They're supposed to stay in like the weak point in the dimension, which is typically nearby because you're going through a rift.
Violet will take the other one.
All right. And once all of them or enough of them have been placed by the various agents in the multiverse, they will get a multiversal signal and all activate at the same time, like basically filling the cracks with multiversal epoxy.
Multiversal epoxy, good stuff.
Now introducing what's
All right.
multiversal.
Yep. All right, so we got the D-Class, Tempest, and Violet. All right, is everybody ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, so who's going in first?
I can go.
All right, so everyone else, you're used to this, but new guy sees Theo walk into what looks like this glass sculpture as if it's not even there, and then just disappear unless you're at the right angle to look through it and see him still there.
So, I'm a sniper, so that means I'm generally in the rear.
Sounds good. Tempest will go next.
Okay. D-Class goes through.
Violet will go.
Okay, and ending with new guy. It's gonna be a while before I remember your name.
Henry.
Henry. Okay. Like, the more you post with that name, the easier it is for me to remember. Unless you have a very unique name. Alright, so you walk through what, again, looks like a glass sculpture, but turns out is just empty. You walk through it. You're in the same room, basically, and everyone else is there.
Alright, so should we explore the facility?
So pull out the can't counter and just kind of aim it around, seeing where it points.
Okay. Up, but definitely angled so that it is still definitely in the sight, unless it's somewhere in the sky. It gives you a direction, but not a distance, and you start 2 floors underground.
All right, let's go find the stairs.
They'll short circuit the lock system again.
You're not even gonna try it.
No.
Everyone be careful. Remember what happened last time.
All right, what rolled?
Are the lights?
Delano, a reminder that you have 3 dice to roll against me at any time.
All right, shit. What was it? Technology or technology or computers? You can try. Okay, 11. Okay, the door was not locked. At least from this side. Like, the power's on, everything is clean. Like, the room seems to normally still be in use occasionally.
Oh, that's concerning.
Here.
Are we sure we have the right place?
It's definitely different than the last time.
Real, like, licks the wall.
Why?
And he's like, yeah, I think this is the place.
You can tell from licking.
You can tell a lot of things by licking a lot of things.
Like, have you licked the wall of that room in the prime dimension?
Probably not, no. He's
Then
just
you would
like,
have-
He would have no specific reference. No.
Yeah. There is nothing unusual about the taste of the wall.
Yeah, he's just like, sure does taste funny, like he's convinced himself.
Tempest looks at Violet like, what the fuck?
Violet's just shaking her head like, at this point, when he licks something, he just knows that he's gonna get in trouble when he gets home.
That's your man.
Punishment, more licking.
Oh,
Stella, no!
Del, there are minors here.
True.
And
Nezra, come back.
Poor Nez. No, the punishment is a good toe tickling, you know?
Oh, tickling fetish, okay.
Stop,
I'm sorry, Nez.
stop it,
I
all
have
of
a
you.
leave button. I have a leave button, and I have no issue with abusing it.
I'm sorry, Nez. You know what's really funny is Dell is the one that takes it a step further. I'm genuinely just meaning like torture by tickle.
So, Beal gets banned from puddles for an hour.
No.
No,
There
that's
we
a pretty
go.
good one. That's a pretty good one. My usual one is the fake threat of toe tickles, or you just don't get a goodbye.
Aww.
No goodbye makes me real sad.
It's only a threat, though. I've never actually had to use it.
Okay, so anyway, the door was not locked. But you fried the locking mechanism that would be on the other side.
Yeah, so we can get back out.
Yeah, but now we can't lock the door.
That's
True.
Fine, not planning on staying in this room.
You're very proud of yourself.
Good.
Can someone fill me in? Is he usually proud of licking things?
Don't worry about it.
Like I said, the craziest of all of us. Just go with it. Yes, he is. Don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions.
Okay,
Do not.
so Are you opening the door?
Yes, Tempest will take point as per usual.
All right, you see the hallway identical to when you entered passed through the hallway in the Prime universe.
Sign.
Well maintained, lights are on.
Sign.
What were you saying?
Signs of people.
Yes. Like,
Okay.
yeah, the place is being maintained.
Okay. Tempest will signal that to Henry, assuming he knows MTF hand gestures.
We will assume yes. That is an easy assumption.
Yeah.
You're just waving your hands around. He's like, what's up with this guy?
No, if you are MTF and you have been armed, you have been trained.
It'd be so funny.
Alright, so wait, I'm sorry.
Basically,
Alright, well,
Tempest is like, signs of life here. Proceed with caution.
Understood.
And walk out into the hall. The direction of the circle.
Okay. So everybody else
Alright, I'm gonna-
following?
Yeah, it's I'm gonna raise my gun ready for something.
Okay. So you got stairwell and you got elevator.
Oh, last time we had to take the stuff up the stairs. This time it seems like we have power. Hear me out. What if we took the elevator?
Dr. Real, would you like to be stuck in an elevator for an hour?
I've never been stuck anywhere.
We'll ignore the hundreds to thousands of years you were stuck drifting in the astral sea.
Yeah, we'll ignore that.
What?
Again,
We'll
Real
ignore that
just
part.
talking to himself.
Yeah, real just like, no, we're gonna ignore that part as he's walking around.
Tempest will opt for the stairs.
Okay. So everyone else, you see Tempest going first. Choose the direction of the stairs. What you doing?
Let's go towards the stairs then.
All right.
Follow the group.
D-class follows. You get to the stairwell, and just like clunk, 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 dragging his third of the reality anchor up.
I love making noise in a place we probably shouldn't. Can I help him with that?
Yes. All right. The two of you working together can keep it elevated.
That's good.
He is not a strong dude anymore.
I'm saying this is rations. But, like, turn for
We have no idea what you just said, my friend.
Yeah, you're very quiet.
I'm gonna put in a request to have him fed more. And free access to the D-class gym.
He
The
tends to
D-class
melt
gym?
the equipment.
But I will pay for new equipment.
The D class doesn't have blood. He has acid. Same for sweat. Working out is problematic.
Just get acid-resistant workout gear. It's fine.
It's fine.
All right, so everybody's going up the stairs.
He has acid.
Okay, you go up one floor. You're at floor -1. You
can't
could
count
get up. It is tilted more. Like, it's definitely not up in the sky because it has been tilting. It's definitely somewhere in the site.
Alright, so first floor.
Okay, so you go all the way up to ground floor then?
Yeah.
Okay, you exit the stairwell and you can see people walking around in lab coats and military garb.
Mm.
London.
Are we sure the world isn't just like this?
All right, who knows what's wrong here?
Tempest will check out any patches on the military.
All right.
We're gonna...
So, all right, as you are looking, as you open the door, that also got some others to just peek around. Like, who's coming up the stairs?
Yeah.
The first thing they see is the D class, and they just immediately draw a gun, pop, and D class drops.
Oh, great.
So, no more D-class gym, I guess.
Real comes in and Real goes, ah,
God damn it,
What
not
are we doing?
again.
they're doing testing, please.
Yeah, Real knows how to handle this situation.
Yeah, this is real situation to deal with. Tempest will go to the D class and just try and pack them. He doesn't have a first aid kit, I don't think.
It was straight through the head.
Just
Oh.
Forehead.
let me. Oh no, jeez. Mr. Tempest. If you just kindly just bag his head. It's
Wait,
fine.
Can I wait, before they do that, can I check and like see what caliber they used and see if it's like a normal one that from our universe?
Yes, it is a very normal, like same kind of standard gear you would have.
Alright.
Tempest
Okay.
will pull out his dagger, cut off the head, put it in his backpack.
All right,
Okay then.
so that happened like right after you opened the door. You got distracted by that. What is everybody else doing?
Okay.
So wait, are they like, what are they saying it to us? Do they care that we're here?
Meanwhile, does anybody else have the screen share what I'm streaming?
I do.
Okay.
D-class riot alarm, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's
That
all
is just
over.
alarm in general, since there was a
Yeah.
gunshot. There was a lot of motion going around, people running away from the area.
People run towards the area.
Yeah, more military running towards the area.
Tempest will like, do they have the right patches on? Is this GOC? If it's
Okay.
GOC, we're fucked.
All right, so are you now like looking at the MTF? Okay.
Yeah.
Their patch is a blue globe.
Oh no.
Oh fuck, I'm so fucking dead here.
Wait,
Yeah.
Tempest will charge himself and plan to go down fighting.
hold up, wait, if we fall back, we could probably set up a spot where if they try to engage, we could just shoot them.
Tempest will stand right behind the door, just ready to punch the first idiot to walk past with elemental fist.
All right. No roll because this is very loud. You hear a lot of ruckus coming from the lower levels running up the stairwell.
This is the high ground, I guess.
Glad we broke that door.
Yeah.
Wait, can I see, when I look down, do I see anything?
Oh yeah, there are like a whole squad of MTF from the deep levels running up the stairs.
So, should we run? Seems like a
Where
time to
do we
run.
go? We
If
don't
it's a
exactly
base-
have somewhere to go.
If
Alright.
this is the same layout as our base, you might know where to go.
There's
Oh, true.
also
I could.
they're also starting to yell to surrender.
What if? Hear me out.
We'll surrender if we
We
can
like-
talk first.
Violet puts her hands up. Whoa, guys, we're here. We're peaceful. I understand we had a D class. I understand that one over there has his hands up and he looks like he's ready to fight. We're not here to fight. We are here on a mission. We will be here for like 30 minutes, and you won't even know that we were here, and we'll be gone, and the way that we came will be closed up. You won't even have to worry about it. It'll be okay.
There's a lot of shouting for you to drop your weapons, get on your knees.
Real starts like flipping through like things in his wallet. He's like, oh, Foundation ID, library card, and he's like, man, no, I've never done work with the GOC before. Interesting.
I'm gonna like kind of like scan and see just how many guns are pointed at us.
On the ground level, about a dozen, and there's like a whole squad coming up the stairs.
I don't
I'm
want
gonna
that.
drop my guns. We need to surrender. There's no real way to fight that much.
We're
Tempest-
unbelievably boned.
Tempest won't drop his weapon, but he'll get on his knees and like
Okay.
casually.
All right, so that's Tempest. I assume Violet also has surrendered.
Yes, she's not a fighter.
All right, who else we got?
Yeah, I'm also surrendering. I am a fighter, and there's no chance in hell we win against all that. We're surrounded.
No, there's a
We're
chance.
surrounded.
There's a chance.
We are surrounded. There's nowhere to retreat to.
All right, so Real and Theo.
Real is also going to surrender, but he's keeping his. He just has his book in his pocket. Because I doubt they'd be like, ah.
Oh, Tempest is also like hiding his dagger under like carrier.
Okay,
Wait, would it be possible for me to hide my velocity pistol?
probably.
I'll do that then.
Okay, and Theo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
All right. So you get swarmed. They get you. Yeah, they get you in handcuffs. They start searching you, removing any hidden weapons.
Damn.
But would they be wise enough to take my book?
No.
Haha.
What about the dagger?
They're searching Violet, and they just find 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. They're just pulling weapons out of like hidden places on her, just over and over and over again. She has to be like the most armed person to be the first one to surrender, which is hilarious.
So we're doing like the movie trope of where does she even keep all these?
Oh, literally.
Game.
Basically, yeah.
They do take Tempest dagger.
Yeah, they do a quick search,
Cool.
especially
Well, I
if
cannot-
you are in tack gear.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool. I no longer have access to my anomalous abilities. Any
Okay.
of them.
You do still have wings though.
It is
That's
any powers or any anomalous thing.
But I mean, your wings are just physically a part
Oh
of you.
yeah. Yeah, they are.
Like, you could probably still fly with them. I don't think that's an anomalous thing. It's just a physical property of wings.
Yeah. Fast.
Okay,
Oh,
so Real and Tempest, you start to get hauled off, and you see Henry, Violet, and Theo getting hauled off in a different direction.
Okay.
That's not good.
That's fine.
Wait,
It's
if
not.
those, if you didn't, where did you say Violet was going?
With
Henry.
Theo and Henry.
That's just like,
Okay.
hey, where are you taking my wife? Get your hands off me, you animals.
So, yeah, you see those three being hauled off through the doors to the ground floor, but you two are being brought down.
He's like, hey, have you ever seen the hit piece of cinematography, Deadpool 3?
So, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Tempest, do they know I can do the melty skin thing? Tell them how I could do the melty skin thing.
Stop.
Violet is sitting there just talking the people who's dragging her off their ears off, going, "Hey, did you know about this and that and this and that and this and that?" And just like the most random, obscure information that they'll never need to know, but suddenly now need to know.
Even through their helmets, you can sense their irritation.
Hey guys, before you do
She's
whatever
doing it on
you're going to
purpose.
do, there's a flash drive in this admin pouch that you need to take a look at. Because if you don't, everyone dies.
All right, one of them takes the flash drive and leaves.
All
right, so Real and Tempest, you were brought down like 3, 4, 5 levels to the old containment cells. And they open one of the doors and shove both of you in.
Really? They only gave us like is this like standard humanoid containment or like?
Yeah. There's a couple beds, there's a toilet, a table.
Well,
and they
I have
shut
a
the door.
turns half tabled, Mr. Tempest.
Please stop saying Mister. It makes me feel old, and I'm already old enough.
Mr. Tempest was my father. Like,
No, I'm way too old for that. Please stop.
You can punch him in the face.
No, I'm tough.
you could. It's pretty easy.
Oh yeah, they also took the can't
Oh.
counter.
That's fine.
That was rude.
What about the reality anchors?
Those were big and heavy. They're going to get to them later.
Okay. So, Bill, I don't currently have any of my abilities since they took my knife.
Well, they didn't. Thankfully, a book and a crown aren't as menacing as a knife. So,
Yeah, I may have to transfer the power to something mundane, like, you know, a gold tooth or something.
yeah, like
have
you
have
know,
the blade melted down and made into a grill.
Yeah.
No.
that's hilarious.
Someone just sent me, and I quote, "mouse stripper taxidermy."
Oh
You're
yeah, I've
grounded.
seen that.
I,
How dare you bring that evil upon the world?
I'll send it to you. Hold on, Real.
Oh.
Let me forward this to you directly.
Oh, thanks, pal. Just what
Yeah,
I
no
wanted.
Of course.
Okay, anyway, you're in the cell.
We are in the cell. Real says out loud.
Tempest looks around for any, like, cameras in the
There
cell.
are.
Alright, Tempest will, grab, like, a chair or something. Like,
Okay.
and he'll just smash all the cameras.
Awesome. No roll.
Great
That's
choice.
easy.
I wish I could do more with our D-class friend. I don't think I can under these conditions.
He'll clone a new one. Fine.
That is okay. Does Tempest the character know what's up with the D class?
He's probably aware that the site clones people, and he just assumed that, like, yeah, they clone D-class.
Yeah, Real's the only one here who has actually read that D class's file.
It's a good read. Would recommend it sometime.
Yeah.
When you have clearance.
When you have clearance of about level 4 roundabouts. Real says with his current clearance of back to 1 again.
Yeah, but they didn't amnestize you.
That's right. They're like, no one will believe him anyways.
Wait, why did they lose the security clearance?
But going to
Shenanigans.
So he's
All right.
like, so we're in a cell. Are there guards outside our cell?
Yeah.
Nice. So is this like barred or like
Oh no, like
Is this-
submarine door cell.
classic, okay. Through the window, Real's
You
gonna be
are.
like,
Oh, the door window. Okay.
yeah, through the door
What?
window. Real's like, and they can't, and I imagine they can't hear me through it, but he's like
No.
leaned up against it. He's like, hey, come here often.
They are ignoring you.
But Tempest says, smashed all the cameras, and it's like, Dr. Real, does your thaumaturgy work here?
Are you good at holding your breath?
But without the knife, not as good as with it, but I'll make it work.
All right, Delano. So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to conjure a spell where it's going to be a big spooky mouth, right? It's just going to suck in all the air that's in the room. Not our room. Well, I mean, maybe also our room, but also like the neighboring room where the guards are. It's just going to...
Oh, the hallway?
Suffocation.
Yeah, I'm hoping to asphyxiate these guards. Is the hope.
Okay.
Is that
How much air can it suck in?
So this is kind of how this works, right? Is I'd like to suck in all of the air in the hallway, and then based on that we can set a difficulty.
It's gonna be difficult because the hallway has a lot of air.
That makes sense.
A room might have been doable. If you can get really high, I'll allow it.
Roll over to the other team. I need to look at how spellcasting works again.
Yeah.
God.
I'll pull up the charts.
Yeah. It's like, I know reality bending, just not thaumaturgy.
You still haven't read that section? Oh, it's
No.
been
I've read
4
the
weeks.
section, but I need to look at it again.
I
Because we're
finally
gonna
beat
have tough time for this spell.
I finally beat difficulty 7 out of 8 in Balatro.
Okay, fair enough.
I still don't know what Balatro actually is.
Poker but fun.
Poker, but
Sure.
you're against like quotas
Okay.
instead of other people.
Basically, poker meets Magic the Gathering.
Alright.
So, poker meets Magic the Gathering's a little wild.
Okay,
It is
theme
kinda
match.
accurate.
Alright, now that's Humes. We're down a little bit more. Thaumaturgy.
Yep.
So preparation time.
I'm going to assume you're doing your prep between sessions. I'm always just going to assume supplies-wise, you've kept yourself stocked, so that's not an issue.
Yeah, so supplies is fine. The other one's gonna be time to cast, which we can bounce that off of like difficulty.
Yeah.
So time to cast this spell. I'm gonna say this one takes five minutes.
Okay, so that's 5 preparation points allocated.
And then I'm not sure if there's like a shifting scale on difficulty for Thaumaturgy. Maybe there should be. Difficulty dice do not explode and are all added together.
Yep.
If something was a little more game breaking, feel free to extend the scale. So Real pulls out his fleshy book.
I'm covered by standing in front of Real, in between him and the window, spread his wings and act like shit out of.
Okay, it looks like I would roll the difficulty.
You do roll the difficulty.
Okay, so for preparation points allocated, it's just 5. So wait, no.
Well, you allocate points to each
Okay.
individual category.
Okay, so 15 points because you don't need any supplies. So
Yeah.
20. All right, so the difficulty's 1d4.
Okay, so I can't fail 1d4.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll it. All right, so yeah, big moth appears and just inverted wind sucking towards this somehow extra-dimensional moth, and the guards are like now having to deal with that.
Yep.
Ariel just looks at Tempest and shrugs. He's like that? I don't know.
It's something. It might get us killed faster.
You know, I did ask them if they've ever seen Deadpool 3. I hope they put those pieces together.
I have, and I don't know what you're talking about.
How do we open this now? Like,
There's
I can't
the
pry the
scene-
lock.
There's the scene in Deadpool 3 where Xavier's sister just like rips the flesh off of Johnny Storm.
Oh, okay. Which has not happened with you yet.
No, but there's always time.
All right, so even from within your cell, you're getting the audible alarm from the possible breach in the hallway.
Do we hear an alarm over in our cell where we are?
Nah.
It's probably fine. They'll be fine. No, they won't.
All right, while that's going on, Team B.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you see Real and Tempest getting hauled away down the stairs while you are brought out from the stairwell to ground floor. Various other MTF carrying everybody's weapons.
Treat my weapons well. I clean them daily.
That's horrible for him.
And Violet, you could see the cant counter that one of them is holding, like checking it. You can see the direction it's pointing as you're walking, like, somewhere.
And where would that be?
It looks like the middle of the cafeteria.
Oh, joyful. Violet looks at the MTF and is like, hey, you want to humor me for a minute? It might make your life really, really good, and I can't do anything without my weapons, so you're not going to lose anything by humoring me.
What?
I want to run over to the cafeteria real fast, you know? Just real fast. I want to test a theory.
And he, like, shoves the butt of his gun, like, gently to guide you. It's like, keep moving.
Aww. But you'll have so much fun if you listen to me, I promise. And we'll keep you guys from dying. That's the whole point of this being here.
You know what the Scarlet King is?
They don't seem to be paying much attention to what you are saying. They have their orders.
I don't think that they're encouraged to think outside the box in this organization. I don't think there's a point to this. We'll find.
Hi.
Violet's gonna lean into like the crazy witch lady side of how she can sometimes look, and just continues to sing, "You're gonna die, you're gonna die."
Stop before they kill us. Wait,
Violet,
real quick.
you're trying to
If I
get on
had a-
them. I'm getting on mine.
Hey, but if they get mad at me, they won't get mad at you guys, which will also be a win.
We're associated with you.
Do I still have my radio, by the way?
No.
Damn. Wait, so like, also real quick,
I mean-
is every day do I always have small items, or is that just the everyday carry things I have? Like I've got items in storage, small items, and everyday carry items.
Everyday
So-
carry you would have had on you when you started the mission.
Alright, so I don't even have a radio then. I don't know why I did that.
Well, yeah. You have phones.
Small items in EDC are on your person.
Okay.
Small
Alright,
items
so-
are just like stuff that goes in a backpack or like in your pockets. EDC is stuff that you have specifically taken to like as equipment.
Alright,
Okay.
so would they have taken my multi-frequency radio?
Yes.
That's a shame, but expected.
Yep. All right, and the three of you are led into an interrogation room. And your handcuffs are attached to a long metal table.
I'm gonna fidget with it just for the sake of it. I'm not even like trying to, just like moving it up and down.
No, you're so
Violet
real.
is gonna wait all of 2 seconds before quickly slipping a lockpick out. Not a lockpick, I'm sorry, a bobby pin out and very quickly unlocking her cuffs, but leaving them on to make it seem like she's still there.
All right, what is that? Is stealth
Thievery.
a thing? Thievery?
Yeah.
Yeah, thievery check.
Cool, give me like 1 second. I am on my phone, so I have to like open new things.
Yep, it is dex-based.
Lower, yes. And I have a ×2 modifier. So it's +3 × 2. Cool.
So
one,
plus
two,
6.
three.
So whatever you roll, the top 2 dice, and then add 6.
Alright, so then, so I had 2 dice explode.
All right, you get to add the next highest to the pool before adding the top 2.
Okay, so that's 16 plus 6, which is 22.
Oh yeah, they don't
my
notice.
Nice.
Damn, my wife is so stealthy.
She has. So I put like so much stock into her stealth. You have no idea. Stealth and thievery checks, no issue.
Awesome. All right, so you are loose, and they don't know.
Violet just glances over to the 2. Are they next to her, or are they on like where are they in perspective to Violet?
Okay, long table. All 3 of you are on one side of the table. On the other side is the one-way mirror.
Would it be feasible to very stealthily reach her arm over and unlock their cuffs as well?
That would be a much harder stealth roll, but go for it.
Cool. So D6.
Because you can assume you are being watched.
Let's see. So I have 1 explosion, so let's re-roll that one. Roll. Oof. So that is another 16 plus another 6, and then I have my ×2 modifier.
All right. Somehow, without being noticed, you've slipped from your cuff, reached over to, I don't know, who's sitting right next to you.
Okay, the boss.
Fuck it. Henry.
Okay.
And like undid one of his, and then slipped yourself back in without being noticed.
I mean, she is just sitting there the entire, like, as soon as she was sat down, she was sitting there, like, squirming around the entire time, like, kicking her feet, rocking back and forth. So her moving around isn't going to be weird either, so.
It's the Roger Rabbiting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll again to unlock, Theo's? Yeah.
Like, you're stretching it, the DC goes up every time. It's just, you crushed it the first time, just barely made it the second.
Oh.
That's hot. It's okay.
Just,
Is my +6 times 2 gonna be? So is the times 2 like a multiplier of whatever the
Right.
dice plus the, or
it
is it just the plus?
multiplies it multiplies the training you put into it.
So you have a plus.
Okay. So is my +6 good enough to try this again? How do we feel, you two?
You said you
Yep.
barely got it last time.
You have a plus
I'm telling
12
you.
total.
Wait, what?
Well, no, it's a +6 because I have a +3 times the
okay.
2, so it's a +6.
Okay.
3 in training,
Yeah.
2 multiplier on the training.
Yeah. I thought you said you had a +6 earlier and then a ×2 modifier.
No, so it's a +3 and a ×2.
Okay.
So, yeah, the MTF of your team is now loose, and secretly loose.
As the one still stuck, it's okay to leave me stuck.
All right, I'll
I'm
come
good at
back for you
lying.
later if we need it.
I can
And then
lie,
she-
he can fight. It's better that he's free to fight. It's okay if I'm stuck in lying. That's fine.
That's fair. If it feels like I need to, it's not like I can't later either. And then Violet looks over at Henry and is like, if you don't pretend with every ounce that's in you that you are still cuffed right now, I will kick your ass when we get back to prom. And she looks forward and then goes back to like meaninglessly fidgeting and kicking her feet, looking generally like a mad woman at the moment.
I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing before and say I'm not an idiot and just.
Smart move.
You don't know.
All right.
It's not the fact that I think you're an idiot. It's the fact that sometimes people who I don't think are idiots, so now everybody just gets the warning.
All right. So they let you sweat it out for about 10 minutes. Yeah, if you want to form a plan, now's your time.
The way I was
how
supposed to
about-
confidently say, take a nap.
Are you guys any good at disarming people?
I am. Violet barely restrains herself from like raising her hand.
Well,
Girl.
you know, like, can we like, what is it? Did we notice like what sort of gear they actually had?
Modern gear that you would expect to see.
I'm so glad I took some extra in unarmed combat.
Yeah. I have quick disarmament, but that's not exactly relevant right now. Whoops.
So, I'm thinking, did they have sidearms, or do you think they don't have funds for that?
Oh no, they were
We have
armed.
funds for that.
With sidearms as well as normal guns?
Yeah, they were as equipped as you.
So, thinking.
I mean, the
Little bit-
scientists not so much, but the military were.
What's...
So
They're
they'll
not
use.
doing ring checks yet. Why am I hearing knocking?
So
Fucking hell. Alright. Sorry. No, I accidentally interrupted it.
if you could steal a radio from one of them, we could try and contact SCP Foundation of this world if they even exist.
It doesn't.
They even. How do you know?
That's why we're here. If it existed, we wouldn't need to be here because they could set up their own reality anchor. but they don't exist, which is why we need to be here to set up one here. That's the only reason we're going into these worlds, is because they don't have one.
Kind of fucked up.
We also have to decide, and, you know, maybe possibly keep our voices down and maybe not discuss less than ideal options.
Well, I mean, I can just talk their ears off, give them all the information they need and more than what they need, and then hopefully their ears will start bleeding and they'll pass out.
I can't tell if you're serious or not.
I've done it before. I can do it again.
Genuinely?
That's for me to know.
You concern me. You and your husband.
I think that's why we are married, is because we're both concerning individuals. But we balance each other out.
Sure, man. Balance is definitely the word I'd use.
We're concerning in different ways. However, how do you feel about me attempting to at least talk your ears out, and then we can have a backup plan?
I don't... They're not a fan of SCPs.
I mean, we
doubt
can
they
probably
want-
ask. Sorry, go ahead.
I doubt that they want the Scarlet King popping up in their reality to kill them all. It probably wouldn't hurt to just straight up say that's what we're doing.
And it probably wouldn't hurt to ask for someone who is of higher clearance.
Do you want to hit them with a "let me talk to your manager"?
Yes, absolutely.
That is a decent plan. If they're not completely idiots, they might let us do it.
I think
If they just don't want to talk about it to begin with, I mean, what I can do is, I'm rather attractive, not pretty, but I could flirt with them a little bit, get their guards to lower enough. We could surprise them if all else fails.
I would like to avoid violence. There's far more of them than there are us, and this is a relatively small room.
Well, it being a small room is a good thing, though. If we could quickly clear the room, we could hold it. We could probably hold it for a while. Use the
There are three of us.
table as cover.
There are three of us.
I will warn you that while I'm sneaky and do have the ability to have a little bit of training with a lack of weapons, I am not the strongest.
Well, let's just wait for them and listen to what they have to say.
All right. You
All
got
right,
your
we're
plan
heading
worked
to
out?
let me talk to your manager, and we're trying to help you. This can only go well.
Oh my god.
And if all else fails, we can always attempt a murder.
Also,
All
shut the fuck up about everything else. Please.
All right, Tempest, what?
Could I retroactively add something to the flash drive?
Yeah.
Body cam footage of phasing through the planes to the site Delta.
Ooh, you're gonna
And-
give them directions to Delta Station?
I mean, you know what? It add credibility to our story right now.
Okay,
That
yeah, you
we
can
are
do that.
multiversal. Okay. So they have a flash drive with body cam footage of that and mission files.
Okay. All right, so the three of you done talking. After just a few more minutes, the door opens and there is this middle-aged lady in a wheelchair that like casually rolls in, business suit and name tag, goes to the middle of the opposite side of the table. So I guess opposite Violet. And you see the tag reads Site Director Elizabeth Grinwald.
Well, hello there, beautiful lady. I am Dr. Violet Anderson of a completely different plane of existence than you. So I understand you probably have some questions. How would you feel about an exchange of information? You ask us questions, we ask you questions, and we just go back and forth.
Alright, thinking persuasion, if that is a thing. Persuade is a thing, unless you want to pitch a different skill.
No, I can do persuasion. You just have to give me 1 second because I have to actually pull up my actual sheet and I don't have it in front of me right now.
But while she's doing that, I've got a question about about the sheets. Do the
Yeah.
do the things at the skills do the things on the left two? Does that just mean like a flat adding that, or is that 2 times, or is the times thing there? You add something to there on the right if you have a multiplier.
Okay, certain
White
aspects
boxes.
will. Oh, do you want to answer?
White boxes add, the grayed boxes multiply the white boxes.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Yep. Yeah, the white boxes are what you've trained in it. Aspects will give you a multiplier to the training.
Oh, lovely. I'm trying to find the right section, guys. I'm sorry.
Fine.
All right,
I
persuade.
don't have access to it.
Oh.
Babe, do you have my? Wait, hold on. No, I can just look at it from. Hold on. Dell has the original version of it, and I know what changes I've made to it. That'll be so much easier than digging through downloads. Let's see.
All right, did you message me directly?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You're good.
Okay.
There is persuasion. Okay, that's great. So that's a charisma roll. Which doesn't have shit in. Okay, that's great. Ooh, okay, so this is gonna be fun, guys. It is a flat roll. 2 and 3. Oh, wait, no, that's not the wrong. There we go. Now roll. Does a 10 do anything?
It's not an outright like critical failure.
So that's a no. But he's trying to be nice.
You didn't make the situation worse. All right. So anyway, she takes a file off her lap, drops it on the table, and then takes out the flash drive you gave her. Or you gave them that she now has.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain this?
Did
And
you not,
puts that on
did
top
you not
of the
watch
file.
it already?
What do you mean about explain?
I did, and it is very concerning.
Yeah, that's why we're here to avoid what is on the flash drive from happening.
What needs
We're not here because we want to be.
I think we wanted that hero's welcome you gave us.
So what exactly do you plan to do here at my site?
All we are trying to do is set up what is called a reality anchor. It's 3 little pieces that we put together, and it will anchor everyone's reality, including our own, into where it's supposed to be to prevent what you saw on the flash drive.
It's harmless.
Oh, it's very harmless. Nothing will happen to you guys. It is actually a safety measure for you guys as well.
Yes, we use reality anchors to eliminate anomalies.
So you already know that it's not going to hurt you for us setting up a reality anchor. You're even more than welcome to check the pieces that we had and to verify that they are reality anchors.
We were sent because you don't have your own SCP Foundation to do it themselves.
Alright, she is considering. Alright, does anyone want to re-roll persuasion?
Can I variably roll psychology?
Yes.
Okay, that is so much easier. I have so much to do with that because I get a +2 times 2, so that's a +4 to my. Can you look at my intellect dice and tell me which ones I'm supposed to roll again?
Oh, I don't have your sheet.
It's in our private DMs.
Yeah.
That has not changed. I can tell you that much.
There we go. Alright, your intellect is just 2d6s.
Oh.
Just the 2d6s?
Unless you've added
Even though I have a whole...
Oh, wait, no, hold on.
I have...
Sorry. 1d12 and a d6.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, that
For
makes
some
more
reason,
sense.
I was expecting it to be the shape of the dice and not an X for some reason, even though I have the exact same kind of sheet.
D12. Roll. So 15 plus 4 is 19.
Okay, much better. Okay, but this is for psychology.
A psychology roll, yes.
Yeah.
To like play on her psychology to get her to be more open to agreeing to what we are presenting.
Okay, so reading her and the way she is emoting, her being in front of you, it's like seeing a ghost. Like, she saw the Foundation here at this site before she took over.
And I promise you that as soon as we're done setting up, you will never see us again. We just want to get back to our own reality to make sure that it doesn't fall apart.
With Real and Tempest.
With my husband and our other friend.
Okay, and at this time, you hear an alarm going off.
What did those two do?
Ugh.
And she's
Are we
like, if
switching
you excuse me, I have to deal with this. She wheels out of the room.
Must be
She,
that
Violet, like, waves.
diplomacy.
Violet waves at her real fast. Make sure you smack my husband extra hard one time for me for whatever in the hell he's up to right now. Thank you.
Leo just quietly leans to Violet and goes, "What the fuck did he just do?"
Seriously,
Your guess is
man.
as good as mine, honey.
It's still maintaining concentration on this spell.
I would
Does
assume
Real
so.
have to maintain concentration? I have no idea. Probably. Sure.
For a little while, because it's a whole hallway you're vacuuming.
Yeah.
So, like, the first couple guys also realize there's no air in there.
So, like, the guards that were in the hallway outside your room unloaded a few rounds, not that you could hear, but have, like, fallen to the ground.
So as soon as, well, the door opened outward, probably, right? Or did it
Yeah.
open in? All right. So, Tempest, if we hold our breath and we bust the door open,
It's
Wait.
shot.
huh?
You get shot.
But we wouldn't be in a box anymore.
But how are you gonna
Tempest,
open the door?
Drop the mister.
Yeah, I can't short circuit the lock.
Oh, I could just leave.
Take with you.
I'm not sure I can. Let me review real quick.
I believe you were able to create portals the last time you worked together. Are you saying you forgot?
Oh, yeah, I've actually done that in the last, like, week, haven't I? Yeah, I forgot I do that.
Yeah.
Hey, who's laughing at me?
For the car.
Real goes, "Hey, who's laughing at me?" And then yeah, I guess I will make a portal into the hallway. And then
Into the vacuum sealed hallway.
the vacuum sealed hallway and tell Tempest to hold their breath.
I'm just like, if the portal is right next to the bodies, just reach down, grab a gun, and just like, all right, that's all I need. Probably
Alright,
grab.
and now Real's going to snap his fingers. Now that the guards in the hall are unconscious, right?
Yep.
So he snaps his fingers, and air is going to restore to the hallway because he's not trying to like murder the guards. He just wants them to be unconscious.
Okay. Are you still
Yeah.
maintaining the
And then-
giant moth?
No. And
Okay.
then Real's going to walk with his hands up. And he's like, let's see who's in charge here. He's like, this is absurd.
Yeah.
Putting me in a box.
Tempest, in an attempt to not get shot, will stand inside the cell, behind the door, so he can point the pistol that he stole at the first guy comes in and attempt to just grab it and use him as a body shield.
Okay, so you, with the portal, you just popped into the hallway and then back into the cell?
Yeah.
Both of you, or just Tempest?
Just Tempest. I'm in the
Okay.
hall. And I have dispelled the moth. And Real's gonna be like, with his hands up, like checking, like he's gonna be like checking vitals on the guards to make sure that they're not like dead.
Okay. Yeah,
Maybe,
They
were only suffocated briefly.
yeah.
These are people who would kill you without remorse.
Huh?
These are people
Yeah,
who would kill you without remorse.
Oh,
Your empathy
oh,
for
yeah.
them is unfounded.
Oh yeah. No. So like, it's not.
Yeah, but diplomacy
he's-
with them is going to be pretty shot if they die.
Yeah, he's not maintaining them because they're good people. He's maintaining them because it's political leverage.
Fair enough.
Maybe you could bring them into your cell as hostages.
Like if you just go around melting people, they're less likely to talk to you.
Alright, I guess that's fair.
He picks up. Oh, they have radios, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He picks up one of the radios and he goes. So anyone near a radio hears, "This is Dr. Alexander Real reporting. The anomaly has been nullified. Your men appear to be in alive order. Requesting to speak to whoever's in charge here. What's up with all these breaches you're getting on your site?"
Alright. You hear a woman's voice reply saying, "I'm coming down."
Would I recognize Elizabeth Grimwald's voice?
Yes.
Real goes, "Elizabeth, is that you?"
Portal's
She's
still
like,
open, right?
yeah, I guess. If you wanted
If
to.
I'm hearing this, like, alright, Real's managed to get to someone in charge. She's gonna put the gun back.
Okay. So, yeah, at identifying yourself, the alarm has subsided and you see the elevator, like, ticking down.
Aw, shoot her in the face.
Shoot
I'll
her in the
take
face
her
is
in.
wild.
Oh, you're gonna regret that.
Anyone with my... Never mind.
Like, there's a reason we don't have a certain player here, and it's because that player did something to this character.
Yeah, I'm well aware of who that was and what those choices were, because I had to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
The personal reaction to it was childish is the nicest way I can say it.
Yep. So you see the numbers on the elevator going down.
Just sits against the wall like so.
All right, Real, what you doing?
Real's going to stand there, like with his hands visible but unaggressive, just like waiting.
Okay, so the door opens up, and like from the corners there are MTF at the ready, and in the center, sitting in a wheelchair, is Elizabeth Grenwald. Sees you in the hallway and just like shock and disbelief on her face.
Elizabeth Grinwald. Ah, what a wild. You know, the last time I saw you, well, you didn't look so lively. Good to see you.
She like rolls out towards you. It's like, how did you survive?
Oh, we're not from here.
How did I survive? I mean, most of the time I don't, if I'm going to be honest with you. I have a very high rate of that. But survive what, if I might ask? That's intriguing. I could add another one to the belt loop, maybe.
It was a couple of years ago. 682 just ripped through the site.
Oh,
course.
yeah, no, that wasn't us. We weren't here for that. Our 682 is currently very content at being in an acid pit, otherwise it gets the Combine.
Wait, you made the Thresher?
Well, they sure tried to. I shut that down because that, as much as I think there's value to neutralizing 682, when you do it that way, some awful things happen. It breaks reality worse than just 682 existing.
Site-314 number. It's been a while. Tempest forgets the number. Tempest as a player. Site-13 disappeared when they did it the last time.
Oh, yes, that site visited our dimension some time ago, too. I mean, a hell of a
that's how
mess
that
we had to
happened.
clean up.
Yes, so you understand that it is quite possible that we are not from.
Like, all right. Let's at least talk in my office.
Thank you. And took it up.
All right.
The interrogation chair.
All right, and for you three in the interrogation room, after a while, some guards come in and go to unhandcuff you.
I was well behaved.
Yeah.
Has Violet uncuffed Theo in the time that no one's been in the room?
Please.
Hey man, that was like that when they put him on. They were just really bad at it, I guess. Should probably fire that guy.
You guys just suck. They never latched. I watched. I just didn't say anything because I didn't care to. Mm-hmm. Totally.
All right. So when you see them undo Theo's handcuffs, are you doing anything to yours?
Violet would shake hers off and then just very casually going to unlock. Wait, hold. You said Theo's was already done?
Yeah, they unlocked Theo's handcuffs.
Oh, okay. Violet just shakes hers off and then like flicks her wrist a little bit and stands up and is like, "Well, that was a very rude greeting. However, I'll excuse it."
I'm gonna just take him off casually and be like, "You guys are just really bad at using handcuffs."
Not making any friends.
We're not here to make friends. We're here to finish a mission and be done.
These guys are grunts. We can insult them.
All right. Site directors moving you to her office to continue your discussion.
Are they all back together again?
No, you have not seen Real and Tempest yet.
Oh, okay. Then she just follows quietly, just humming to herself. as they're walking along as if there's nothing wrong.
Okay, so yeah, they finally lead you into the site director's office, the direction you already know how to go. You go in, and there is Elizabeth in the wheelchair, like pouring brandy for Real and Tempest.
The Tempest doesn't drink it.
Hey, my wife.
Violet comes over and just smacks him on the back of the head. This is why I tell you to think before you do things. I was in the middle of something that could have gotten us out, and then she had to run off because you were busy. Maybe next time not?
Real's plan got us together.
It did get us together, but I also could have gotten us together with much less fighting.
Oh, we didn't fight. We knocked 2 guys unconscious, and
I would
Yeah.
call that a fight.
I would call that an altercation at minimum, if not a fight. I love you, honey. And she squishes
Ew.
Dr. Real's face. She's like, I love you, but think a little bit more, please. And then sits down
Hey.
next to him.
Hey, they didn't hurt you, did they?
Ew.
Not necessarily.
Okay, that's
How'd you
good.
knock
I mean,
them out?
They couldn't even put on the handcuffs right.
Yeah, they didn't do them very well, but you also know me. I'm really good at getting out of those things.
does this dimension have a GOC mole rat? GOC mole rat is rolling in his bed, losing sleep right now over how the guards don't know how to put handcuffs on right.
All right, let me
Fuck.
get a small rat so they can see that when they get out of the woods.
yeah.
All right, so at this exchange, you can see Elizabeth is just kind of looking at Real and Violet and just like shock and also
Yes. He
kind
got
of like
laid.
pride at seeing someone that she used to care about thriving. Like, he actually got
Yes.
married, huh?
He got laid. It shocks all of us on a daily.
Elizabeth, director of a GOC site. Look at you, impressive.
Violet holds out her hand. Hello, I'm Dr. Violet Reals. It's a pleasure to meet you. This one's wife.
Yeah, she shakes it. Site director Elizabeth Grenwald. The site is still standing because my team was able to take down 682 when it escaped.
Impressive. Did you build the Thrasher? Was that
Oh.
you?
Oh no, that was some plans my grandfather had, but he never got to make it.
Good.
Fascinating. Yeah, very problematic machine as we've disclosed, but so we're trying to stop some multi-dimensional cataclysm from ripping the multiverse apart. As you may be aware, I think Tempest was kind enough to provide you with the thumb drive and the files.
Yeah, we've gone over. We've checked the authenticity.
Yeah, so
We still have a few reservations.
Oh, do go on. Maybe I can quell those.
Oh, our lab rats and engineers are currently examining the pieces of that reality anchor you brought in. And from the reports I got so far, it seems on the up and up. We're just not sure if that will stay the case when reassembled. You understand, we have to be cautious about these things.
Oh,
Would it matter if they just use their own?
No, they
you-
cannot use their own.
Yeah, you have read the report on the tablet earlier, so you know this is like linked to a network of multiversal
Alright.
reality anchors. It is not a normal one, and it is not for long-term use.
I can tell you where the rift is in your building, and Tempest will provide the room number. Well, no, not yet. Not yet. That's a bad idea.
Okay, how much of that did you say?
None of it.
Okay. All right, does anybody else want to talk?
So, are you gonna risk the universe by not believing us, or are you just gonna listen to the people you care about for once?
Once I'm absolutely sure that your intentions are valid. Or, you know, we haven't seen any Foundation personnel in a long time.
Whatever happened
No,
to
you-
them?
The only place I hate more than a GOC placement is a Chaos Insurgency emplacement. I would not be here if I had a choice.
Violet looks at her team and then looks at the director and goes, "How about we help you set up the reality anchors? You can keep eyes on us the entire time, and then we leave. You can escort us to the rift. That way you have eyes on us the entire time, so you don't even have to worry about if something goes wrong, us not following through with what we said."
Also, I'd just like to say, killing that D-class was kind of mean.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Sorry, it looked like he'd been possessed by the mask.
Oh yeah, like that. He
Oh, yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, he's just a little gooey. Sorry about that.
Talking about him like he's still alive.
Did he mean anything to you?
No.
close friend, but figure he's alone.
Yeah, don't worry. We have more where those come from. Trying to insinuate that that he's just talking about other D class, but you know.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they are D-class for a reason.
Out of character. Every single time he's in a session, it is like 3 reincarnations later. Like you've never met the same one twice.
Is this like Kenny from South Park?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda.
He's died a few times in session.
It's only vaguely more scientific than that.
Alright, I guess one last persuasion roll for the offer to help.
Psychology?
Or psychology, that works fine.
I'll take psychology.
Okay.
Psychology? Technology.
I could intimidate.
We're not exactly in a strong place for intimidation right now, I don't think.
So 17 plus 4 is 21.
Yep. Okay, yeah, you can tell she very, very much wants to believe you. But, you know, GOC suspicions, and there are anomalous beings in the room with her right now.
Listen, took my knife. I have no abilities other than the words. I will need that knife back. That's the only thing I care about.
I like those guns I was taking back. Those are pretty expensive.
So how about this? You keep all of our weapons until we're done, and then once we get back to the portal just before it closes, we get our items back, and you never have to see us again. We're in an entirely different plane of existence. There would be no reason for you to see us again.
Not to mention that soul anchor in your cafeteria. That soul anchor in your cafeteria will add some culture to this place.
God.
Oh no.
I mean, we can build something around it if you'd like. Maybe a new table.
Put it on the roof.
Alright, you see her consider... As you are watching her consider, she's definitely looking between Real and Violet. Like, how the hell did he land that?
Like, we have no idea. It happened when he was off-site, extended stay.
All right, so she finally looks back to Real, and it's like, I couldn't save you last time. I owe you this.
Let me save you this time, he says.
So, all right, turns back to Violet. It's like, all right, if he trusts you, then I trust you. How do you get this thing assembled?
I appreciate your placement of trust, and I promise you we will not break it, and you will see that through our actions.
Yeah, she nods. All right, so how do you get that thing assembled?
Put them together like Legos.
You got that ant counter?
Yes, we do, and it's pointing to the center of our cafeteria.
That's unfortunately where that needs to be.
I mean, unfortunately, it'd be a nice thing for the people to see.
Once you get close enough, you should have the ability to switch it into assembly instructions.
All right.
Ivo came up with it. I just followed along with it.
All right. Well, as long as you oversee, so you know that we didn't mess it up.
So we'll build it for you, and you can
All right.
watch us. So,
all right, let's head out there then.
all right.
All right, and you walk with her as she rolls towards the cafeteria. And everyone in all the scientists and guards and various other workers are just watching all of you extremely suspiciously.
Don't worry, guys. About to add some new decor to this place.
All right. Yeah. So this would be the third one you've assembled.
Thirding, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So
all pros now.
yeah. So you don't even need the instructions. You just like have it hooked up in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And like, all right. And Elizabeth is like, all right. And you are aware that my technicians will be examining this thing often to make sure there's nothing malicious going on.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Elizabeth.
The only thing is that it's going to receive a multi-versal frequency to activate at some point.
All right. And once
So
it
if
activates, what happens?
Goes inert.
Then we can just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you could keep it, as a reminder of this nice day. Of this
Henry, I know you're
reunion.
new. I know you're new, Henry. Scranton reality anchors are not great to look at. They're kind of eyesores.
Yeah.
Stop trying to sell them on this.
They know what reality anchors are. They use them on the regular.
Yeah. But we appreciate you working on this.
I mean, it's just, function over fashion, man.
Real just grabs like a pen off of like a desk, just like a normal pen, and hands it to Henry. He's like, "Here you go. Here's a souvenir, multiversal pen." Ooh.
Nice. I'm gonna pocket it.
Honestly, like one of the best souvenirs we've got because it's not cursed.
True.
Yeah, unlike that violin that I found.
You do not know that.
But real, it's not funny anymore. The violin is not anonymous.
How can you be sure? Like, just look at it.
Real, it's just out of tune.
Oh, that explains why it's like.
All right. So, like half an hour later, everything's assembled. You're being escorted back to the lab.
Yep.
And they're having a tough time opening the door.
Hand me my knife real quick.
Elizabeth, like, takes the knife out of a pouch. Hands it to you, handle first.
Yeah, Tempest takes it and then just shocks the lock back open.
I'm not gonna miss this.
No. And Tempest
Alright, the
wanting
room-
to get...
Oh.
Go ahead.
All right, so the room inside is exactly as you left it. The rift is still there.
Tempest goes through wanting to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to stay very long. No, shot in the head.
Everybody else going? We're assuming Theo goes right after.
Yeah.
I believe Real and his wife are going to stay there and say a proper goodbye to Elizabeth while the others go through before going through as well.
All right, yeah. She goes to Violet and it's like, well, congratulations. It was a pleasure to meet you. And he turns to Real and goes, don't fuck this up.
Real laughs audibly. I was like, it was good seeing you, Elizabeth. Stay well.
All right, so is everybody going through?
Back home.
Yep.
Yep, back home.
Yep.
Okay. All right, you make it back through the rift, and the can't counter closes it behind you.
Tempest is spamming that button. Like, close. I don't want any of them here.
All right. What you doing now that you're back?
I'm gonna celebrate with my multiversal pen.
It is completely benign.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, It's gonna be my souvenir of my first mission.
It's like Site-314 and then the GOC logo.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Whoever's
should
handling...
explain this to my superior officers before they think I have other associations.
Nah, it's fine. I said you can have it.
Sick. Have you really licked the wall here?
I haven't seen the wall, so it's entirely possible, but I have no proof.
Was that to Real?
The
Yeah, have you
wall guy,
tasted
yeah.
the wall? Have you tasted
Yeah.
the wall here? We've got that good wall.
Yeah, has Real tasted the prime reality wall?
Oh, for sure. Probably a bunch of times.
Okay, because
Violet
we
goes.
established earlier you hadn't.
Oh.
Well, it depends on the wall where, you know? Because, like, for, like, the wall, like, in his room, yeah. The wall, like, in the cafeteria, yeah.
But like
Violet
when you
stares-
lick, oh,
Violet stares at her husband as like, probably too many times to count. Stop asking about it. I don't want to be any more upset about it than I already am.
all right. Any last things you want to do?
Tempest will go to whoever is processing Henry's paperwork and try and get them to expedite it a little bit, and a suggestion be assigned to
Yeah,
this team.
It is Cerise herself. She's been doing it the
Yeah.
whole time.
And at the same time, put in the letter that he had written, basically stating that if Dr. Kalinsky threatens the lives of his team again, Tempest will just, like, take it out.
Approved.
Wait, who's Dr. Kalinsky?
Ivo.
Yeah, he
That's
would have
not
been
fair.
here, except he didn't have headphones, so everything we were saying was getting picked up by his mic. Like,
Yeah.
loudly.
Alright.
Yeah, that's the only reason he wasn't here. Okay, so you have on your sheets what your rewards are. The only change to that is skill points you can stockpile. You also get a reverence.
Dell, I will be messaging you later about something with my points for
Okay.
the anomalous ability I took.
Oh, I have so much perception, it's crazy.
Oh, does Henry have a free drama card?
Have a what?
Oh, yeah. Everybody gets
what?
one free level 1 drama card.
Card for you as a player to cause bullshit in the game.
Yeah.
It does not have to align with your character's intention. It could.
You can only hold 7 at a time. A level 1 card costs 2 reverence to purchase normally. A level 2 takes 3, and you only have up to level 2 unlocked.
Yeah.
Wait, what's reverence?
Reverence is like how well you to God, aka Dungeon Master.
All right, everybody
so
gets 1 at the end of every session.
Yeah.
All right, so how it goes is there are 5 cards, 1 through 5, and you get to pick 1.
3.
Everybody always 3.
It's the one in the
I
middle.
don't pick 3.
It's always the best card.
90% of pulls are 3.
I always pick 3.
I pick 2 or 4 for that exact reason.
No, but if it's in the middle, that means it's gotta be like the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Okay. So this is the drama card you got. It has been messaged to you.
Not tell us what it is.
Yeah, that is for you to pull out of nowhere, to set up, and then use to mess with me.
Nice.
All right, that is the... oh yeah, and tradition. Here are the ones you didn't get. You could have gotten slow countdown. Play this card to cause a delay in the activation of an event. The required time that passes is doubled. All or nothing. Play before rolling an attribute. Flip a coin instead. Heads is a critical success. Tails is a critical failure. Science! Quest. Attempt to resolve a situation using pure science. Reward. All PCs get +2 to any intellect-based skill. Any one. And anticlimactic. Quest. Roll a 9 or less on a d20 when performing a skill check, which would require exploding a d12. Reward. Add +2 to the skill you added to the roll. You did not get any of those.
Yep. Okay, so wait, we get the thing from our little class thingy? Like, in that.
Yeah. So if you're Dark Disruption, you get 3 more dice and 7 skill points.
Yep. Skills are not 1-to-1. The higher your training, the more points it takes to level it up. We can handle that stuff later. All right, about to end the stream. We are at almost exactly 2 hours.
Perfect timing.
All right, night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.